Well, the future of home building is here, all with the help of 3D printers.
Cody's Caravan is live in Sacramento this morning, showing us how the process works. Hey, Cody.
This is absolutely fascinating. This is the front door. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in to the first 3D printed house in Sacramento. Let's introduce everybody, the whole team here. You are?
Warren with Holly Construction.
Very nice to see you, sir.
Dave Gonzalez, K4K.
Yes.
Estelle Gonzalez.
Who's running the machine, and the gentleman that will be moving into this house. How excited are you about this?
Fantastically excited. We can't believe it's happening. I'm John Treherne, her daddy, and we are so proud of what they're doing for us.
This is so fascinating, Okay, so a 3D printing a house, what should we know as we're looking at this off the bat?
Just the aesthetic. It's different than a normal construction. It's strong. It's got some insulating factors. The walls are thick. They get filled with grout. It's just a great, different way of building a home.
It is a totally different mindset than constructing a home that we're used to.
Absolutely. You got to completely think outside of the box. The way the walls, the interior frame walls get attached are completely different. It's completely different, but you do have to think outside the box for sure.
And you know who's thinking outside the box? These two. These two are thinking outside the box. Okay, so this all goes, like, we can see the layers.
Yes.
So you're printing this out. What are you printing with?
Concrete.
Concrete. And it is a fast drying concrete.
It is a fast drying, high strength concrete. This concrete will come in probably about 8,000 PSI, and a normal driveway might be like 3,000 PSI.
Okay.
As far as strength.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that, but you know, somebody out there did. Yeah. Estelle, you run the machine, the robot-y thing.
Yeah.
What is the robot-y thing like to run?
This particular one is a 6-axis robot, which, you know, imagine Iron Man, just his little assistant guy that picks and pulls things around. So I basically have a program that I can code and put into that, and it knows exactly where to line up the lines, and we just layer by layer, we build up.
Now, one of the positives of this would be speed, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it's definitely quicker. I mean, how long did it take to print this wall back here?
This one took 4 hours.
Okay, so you can print this entire wall in a matter of 4 hours.
Okay. That's a positive. This is fireproof, which I think would be very positive for Northern California.
Yeah, especially with the insurance going crazy in this state. We think the more that we start adapting this type of technology, that should really help bring down insurance rates, because we're taking a lot of risk off the table for the insurance companies, including, let's say, your sprinklers go off because of a fire. You're going to have a lot of money that gets paid out in water damage, and these aren't going to have the same kind of damage.
So interesting. Later in the show, we're going to go to your showroom and kind of show off the robot and show off some different things you can do with this. This is fascinating. When are you moving in? June?
June or July, or on my birthday in August.
Okay. I'm coming back.
Please do.
I hope you don't mind.
We'll have cake for you.
We do have an issue. He is an Alabama fan, and I am an Auburn man, but we have bonded, and you said I could come back into your house.
Please do.
Okay.
I was born and raised down in southern Alabama, so Auburn was not far away, but I chose Alabama.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody has their faults. Okay, coming up, we'll show you some more. The way that this works and how fast it is, you really have to think about what you're doing ahead. So we'll talk some more about that and show off this fascinating project coming up. Back to you guys.
You know, Code, with the whole Auburn-Alabama rivalry thing, good thing for him, those homes are fire resistant with you being there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
War eagling and whatnot.
Yeah, thanks, Code.
Well, building homes might be changing, and this is all thanks to 3D printers.
Hey, we're checking back in with Cody Stark, who is geeking out over the whole process this morning. Code, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm learning a lot about this, and there's a lot of things that a 3D printed house could help us here with California. Okay, so this is what the house is going to look like when it's finished, and we think June, July, August, or something, right, Dave?
Yep, this summer.
Okay, so as we are printing this, as Estelle's printing this, as you're printing it, the concrete dries pretty fast. So that allows you a couple of things. One, you can get in there and do this. So tell them this process.
Well, so one of the aspects of any house is you got to have the utilities in the wall, and so we have a cavity inside this wall, but having access to it, you'd have to normally have an open wall inspection. Well, in this one, you actually cut it in before so that you can place everything as you're going on or as you're going along. And because this concrete, like you said, dries so quickly, you can actually cut it out with just a little putty knife while it's going up when it's still kind of wet.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So
Another one of the things that we've been discussing about this, because this is, printed concrete.
yeah.
You know what can't catch on fire? Printed concrete.
That's right. That's right.
So this could be a solution that we're looking at in places, we're in the forest, we're building houses and stuff, and then these fires come through. This will be still standing afterwards.
That's right. Yeah, if you go to some of those communities that have been ablaze, unfortunately, you'll see that everything that was made out of brick, stone, concrete, those are still standing.
And then say you had a big development, you had like 200 houses, and you had 30 of these in the middle, it becomes a fire break.
I think that's a smart idea. Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you, I am learning stuff here. Okay, so let's talk byproduct. You got all this concrete.
Yep.
And you got some leftover stuff. What do you do with the leftover stuff?
Well, all construction has waste, and so we try to come up with creative things that we can do with concrete, and one of those things is like these pavers and decorative things that later on you can paint or stain. People that come by and visit our job sites, we give them one of those for free. We also use the waste to make countertops for the house, so now you don't have to have the expensive countertops in your house, and that hopefully will make everything more efficient.
So interesting. This is so interesting. Okay, you've invited me to your show house.
Yeah, let's go to the showroom.
Okay, we're going to the showroom. We're going to show you the robot. I'm very excited about the robot. That's all coming up. Oh, it's Jenny? Is that what we call her? Oh, Jenny the robot. We'll
Jenny?
introduce you to it. All right, back to you guys in the studio.
I love that the robot
This
has a
is
name.
so interesting, guys. So interesting.
All right. Thanks, Code.
Welcome back, Cody's Caravan. We're live in Natomas now. We've moved on from the 3D printed house because, Stell, you said, I got the robot back at the showroom, and you should see the robot. I was like, yeah, I want to see the robot. So that is Jenny Lynn.
This is Jenny Lynn.
Yeah, if you've
she's
seen The Greatest Showman, that's named after her.
Oh, God, I hope she can sing. She's been carrying a pretty tune so far. Very pleased.
We are literally in the wild, wild west with this.
Yeah.
This could be the future of construction, and it solves a lot of problems. We were talking about hurricanes, tornadoes, fires. You got a 3D printed house with
All sorts of disaster resiliency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really solves a lot of problems that I think about. Okay, so tell me about Jenny.
So Jenny is a 6-axis robot. So there's two main types of 3D printing machines right now. And so this is the one that's more of an arm. There's usually a long pipe off the end of the tool at the very top there, and that's what actually delivers the concrete. And it just poops it out layer by layer. And it cures. It's a special type of concrete material that just cures so quickly that by the time you've laid down the first layer, you can just start stacking those layers on top of each other.
That is so interesting. I wanted to show the controller to this because, once again, I am a nerd,
Yeah.
but that is pretty neat. You hold on to that and you can control the robot.
Yeah. We made a lot of comparisons to, gaming and, being able to run these things. But, oh, my gosh, it's so much more than just a gaming console. But, yeah, we take a pre-built, like, architectural drawing of what the floor plan's going to be, have to tweak it in a couple of different ways, get it into a printable file. So just like you do a 3D printer at home. You have to have a particular file that it reads, and we get that into Jenny here, and she starts following the toolpath.
And she's ready to go.
She's ready to go.
And who operates Jenny?
That would be me.
Yeah. The construction world itself, not a lot of females in that. I'm guessing in 3D printing, even less.
You know, the interesting thing, the robot engineers that are popping up, a lot of women are a lot more interested in this because it's not just the brute labor force that you're looking for. So it's a little bit more of an equitable playing field for the women to come into for this type of construction. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
It's once again solving more problems. This is so interesting.
Opening up all sorts of opportunities.
I tell you what, in the 10 o'clock hour, what we're going to show you is their showroom, and we'll really get an idea of what these things could look like in the inside. They can even print out the furniture
Yes, we can.
into the walls. We'll show that to you coming up. This is so neat.
Wait,
Thank you very much.
what?
Back to you in the studio.
Print the furniture into. Okay. This is
Print
next
the
level.
furniture.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that.
Thanks, Cody.
Thank you, Code.
So we've been talking about 3D printing houses. You guys are currently printing a house for somebody very close to you, so you know it's going to be good.
Yes.
Your father-in-law is moving into this house.
That's
You know
right.
it's going to be good.
You got to make it match.
Okay, so we're at your showroom right now at K4K Construction. We wanted to show a little bit about the different types of things you can do inside of a 3D printed home. So tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here.
Okay, well, one thing is we like to show off that we embossed, we printed the company logo in the wall. So
In the
it's just,
wall, yeah.
It's embossed here. We have about 8 different wall finishes here. We have different shapes. So this is kind of showing off how the use of curve and arc, which makes the building stronger, can be used.
But it also, not only does it make it stronger, but there's something about it that feels like warmth and a hug because of the curved, rounded things.
Yeah, I don't know all the feng shui science, but I'm sure there's something going on here.
Yeah. It is so interesting. So as you're printing this out, you got to really think about what you're doing because it's a totally different way to construct something.
Yeah. Well, for example, the furniture, they don't make a sectional that fits this shape, so we printed the furniture.
Printed the furniture.
Yeah.
Over here,
Yes.
we have printed a chair that comes out of the wall.
Yes, that's right. That's kind of my place to lounge next to the waterfall here, which we also have on display.
Which they also 3D printed.
We also 3D printed the waterfall. Yeah.
Dude, this
Yeah,
is crazy.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
This is crazy. So, okay, so if you're using concrete
Yep.
to do the house, that means it's fireproof. That means floods.
Does better with water.
Does
for
better
sure.
with water.
Yep.
Hurricanes, tornadoes.
Yep.
It really can stop a lot of problems that we're having
That's right.
in America right now. And the wood costs that we're having right now, you're taking that out of the system. A lot of it.
I'm not sure what the price of concrete is versus the price of lumber, but it's just going to be another material that you have to use.
Okay, so when people walk in here
Yeah.
and they see the different ways that you could do this,
Yes.
what kind of reaction do you get from people?
Well, people, of the various wall finishes we have here, actually the number one, surprisingly, is they call it the wool blanket, which is just the natural painted wall.
Yeah, that was my favorite when I walked
That
in.
was your favorite.
But there's
yeah.
also different types.
Yeah, over here we have what we call the Venetian finish, which is very smooth and feels great. And we have a lot of people that just walk up and touch it because it makes them feel happy. We have the light rough here. We have this Mission look. This is the number 3. The Venetian is number 2. This is the number 3 choice of everybody. And they like the variety, and they like blending finishes within the same wall system.
Yeah, I think that looks really neat.
Yeah.
Like if you did a couple different styles in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm in, baby. I'm in. Okay, I want people to go check out your website and learn some more about what you guys are doing in the future of maybe home building in America. What do they need to do?
Yeah, K4KConstruction.com is where you're going to find us, and all of our contact information is there.
And if you recognize these two from watching Good Day, guys, little behind the story. These two were married on Good Day, jumping out of an airplane.
Yes, we were. That was 12 years ago now. So kind of a full circle for us to have you back on site.
Absolutely, and I didn't have to jump out of a plane. It's the best day ever. Thank you so much for explaining all this stuff to me. It's so interesting. 3D printing houses, man, it's the future. All right, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Code.